Greetings everyone. This is Jim. I have tips for all college students who are on a tight budget, and I suggest you do this actually. Even though I don't use Honey or any of the apps that the influencer uses, I am, however, getting taught trivia by Zogo, and one tip that I suggest that can help you is always paying ahead. Don't always try to go for the minimum payment when it comes to paying off any loans. Instead, try everything you can to pay a little bit extra when it comes to loans that have a higher interest rate. That way, though, in the future, when your next set of bills come, you won't have to pay extra, because anytime that you have a loan that has a high interest rate, the more that's setting around, the higher your bill is. So instead of actually paying off the loan, you're too busy focused on paying off the interest rate. And another thing that can help you is when it comes to budgeting and saving money, sometimes save money first and pay yourself first instead of focusing on expenses. If you're too busy focusing on expenses and on trying to pay off your bills, you won't be able to have money to save for yourself. So if you strategize and figure out how much money you should put in savings, like either 50 or 100 per month, that can come off a long way when it comes to saving money in the long term and be able to help yourself on a tight budget. However, another thing I really am a big fan of, and I really do suggest, is prioritizing your bills and prioritizing what is necessary and what isn't necessary. Because here's the thing, we all love leisure activities, we all love doing what we want to do, but we can't always fill our life with spending money on leisure. Instead, we have to be realistic and be okay with not being able to go out to eat. But my biggest advice to dealing with debt and being able to strategize and save money has to do with credit cards. Remember, when you have a big credit card debt or anything, start off with a lower credit limit so you can build a good credit score and be able to build a good reputation. But first thing first, when you pay, try to pay off most of the debt that's on your credit card. Here's the thing, don't try to pay only the minimum, because next month they'll charge interest, and that's how credit card makes most of their money. Instead, when it comes to having a credit card for the first time or anything, do everything you can to pay off all the bills and all the amount that's on there, because again, if you don't, they'll charge you a high interest, and that can lower your credit score. And just a minimum payment is not really a good idea. I'm not saying that everyone can do this, but what I'm saying is try your best to pay as much as you can. And one thing too is, if you don't want any of this problem, don't try to stack up huge on your credit card or on your bills. Instead, just cut down on what you're spending and try to pay for yourself first. And even if you have extra money left over, and even if your investments have matured, you really shouldn't try to spend more. Instead, still save some of that money and save it for the stocks, college funds, and for many other things as well too. Have a wonderful day.